Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I thought I would share with you what I am planning on wearing for Christmas. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of wanted to plan ahead and choose my festive Christmas fragrances. So I shared not too long ago fragrances that I thought would be great for each festivity or party that you might be going to. But I thought I'd share with you what I'm going to be wearing just for the Christmas season. So Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve, what I have planned for those special occasions. Yay! I don't know if you guys even care, but I'm excited. So hey, let's talk about it. So, before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and do it. What better time than just before the new year to have this ball of cheer being in your ear throughout the rest of the year. So if you are interested in subscribing, feel free. You know, we do mainly fragrances here, a little bit of inspiration, inspirational videos, beauty, lifestyle, that kind of thing. At least that's what I say. We've mainly done fragrances though. So if you're interested, hit that button. Just join the Weird Wonderful family by hitting that button. And without further ado, let's get into this. So the first one is Christmas Eve. Now I talked about this on my other video, so I won't go into too many details. A few subscribers from Norway talked to me about how much they love their Norwegian Christmas Eve too. So I am not alone. Christmas Eve, in my mind, is probably my favorite festive occasion. So I wanted to pick something dark, luxurious, sexy, alluring, and amazing. And then I'll be eating meatballs, which I'm really excited about. So what I chose was Tom Ford's Noir Parfum. I'm not going to go into this because I've talked about it so much. You know my thoughts. This is, I would say, quite gourmand. It smells rich and luxurious. It smells sophisticated. There's a creaminess to it. Smells like a really beautiful, spicy vanilla. But it's somehow like creamy at the same time. So it's not just your typical vanilla. There's some depth and thickness and richness to it. It'd be almost if you could somehow make, you know how you have condensed milk? Imagine somehow taking vanilla, condensing it with all sorts of spices and cream, and that's what this is. It's just amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite fragrances, and it will be perfect for Christmas Eve. Now for Christmas Day, what I'm going to wear is First Kiss, which is the inspired version of Delina by Parfums de Marly. This has to be one of my favorite fragrances. I find it invigorating. It's fresh. There's a little bit like, okay, this is gonna sound weird. I feel like I smell celery, a little bit of celery somehow. And I know some people have said it smells like sometimes you get kind of a weird BO feel from this one. I don't get that, but there is somehow a celery aspect to this. Maybe it's just that tartness from the lychee, but I think there's rhubarb and lychee in this one, so maybe that's what I'm smelling, like, because rhubarb kind of has a similar whatever to celery to me. So it's a rose fragrance. It's feminine. It smells luxurious and rich. Somehow on me, it gets a little bit smoky. This thing lasts literally all day. So if I put this one on in the morning, it will be on until the evening. And Christmas Day is my day. I do all the cooking for Christmas Day. My sister does Christmas Eve. So it's busy, and so I put this on and I don't have to think about it, and it'll smell nice and strong. And I won't have to reapply. So I love this one. I think it's festive. I think it's uplifting. It's uber feminine, and yeah, I love it. So First Kiss by Be Layered, inspired scent for Parfums de Marly. Now for Boxing Day, I hope to relax. It'll be like it will have been busy, and I need to relax, and so I'm going to be wearing Mon Guerlain. This one I just find so comforting. I love the lavender. It's basically a vanillic lavender fragrance. I think there's rose, jasmine, Maybe some orange blossom in this one. Iris. It's got iris in it. So it's got a powdery quality. There's vanilla. It's sweet. It to me is just super comforting, and so yeah, this will be Boxing Days. Now for New Year's Eve, normally I'd go for something deep, dark, and sexy if I was doing anything exciting, but my guess is I'll be home with my husband, which that it's not like that's not exciting, but it's not like I'm going to be out partying it up and, you know, dancing and, you know, that sort of thing. So I will be at home, but I still wanted something celebratory, and I couldn't think of anything more celebratory than Jasmine Wisp. Like I've said before, she's a bit obnoxious, but she's juicy, vivacious, a total powerhouse, and I just really enjoy wearing this. Like when I put this on, it puts me in a good mood. And for bringing in the new year, I want to be in a good mood. So this is going to be my New Year's Eve scent. And this would last, like if you were going out, this would last all night. I wouldn't really consider this one sexy, but I just think like I wear it because it makes me feel just joyful. And yeah, it's one of my favorites actually. Really love this one. And the last fragrance that I will be wearing during the festive season is for New Year's Day, and that will be Velvet Vanilla by Mascara. Oh, I was trying to pull the lid off and it's a screw-off cap, yeah. So this one, it's major bubblegum tuberose, and then as that kind of settles, like 6 hours down the line, what I get is kind of like a vanilla buttercream icing. So there is a buttery quality to this, to me, the whole entire time you're wearing it. And so it goes from kind of a buttery bubblegum tuberose and then heads into a buttery vanilla, like buttercream. So I love wearing this one. Again, it's uplifting, it's rejuvenating to me, but also comforting because of that sweet factor. So like for New Year's, you know what? This has been a rough year for a lot of people, like super rough. And so I just thought to myself, I don't want to feel hopeless. Like it can sometimes feel hopeless because, you know, like regardless of all the COVID stuff, I have not known so many people to have gone through so many hard things. So either like there's loss of jobs, families fighting over COVID issues, you know, people dying. Like I've lost 2 friends this year. You know, sickness beyond just COVID, so many things going on for people. And then you watch what's going on in the world and it can be so depressing. And so I thought to myself, I don't care what I've experienced. Like I just don't care what I've experienced. It's been a really hard year. I'll talk about that in the new year. I want to talk about like some stuff because I did that last year and I kind of want to do it again this year. But in the new year, I'm like, okay, it was a tough year, but I want to choose to be hopeful. I want to choose to believe for awesome things. And I'm not talking about resolutions here. I'm talking about setting my heart and mind on the positive, the things I can be thankful for. How can I be a better person in my heart? You know, how can I treat people well? So how can I be better as far as how I treat others? Because really, richness in life comes from our relationships and how we treat one another. So that I want to do, and how I respond to all the negativity. I want to improve on that in my own life. But then I want to be hopeful and believe for, I want to believe for the silver linings. I want to believe for the dreams. I want to believe for all of that kind of stuff. And what better time than coming into a new year and going, yes, God, this is going to be an amazing year because I'm alive, I'm breathing, I have a family, and how could it not be? You know, so it's remembering those little things again and really looking to the future with a heart of anticipation. I don't know what the year will bring, but if I'm expecting the negative to come, how could I even find the positive? if I'm expecting nothing but negative, I won't have eyes to see the positive that comes my way. So I want to have eyes set to receive all the positive that's coming my way. So I hope that you guys do that too. So for Christmas or New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, we're gonna bring it in with Jasmine Wisp and Velvet Vanilla. So what have you decided to wear for Christmas and for New Year's and all of those? Have you chosen? If you have, let me know in the comments below. So that's it. I don't think I'm going to talk to you before Christmas. So have an amazing Christmas with your loved ones. I pray that it's full of joy and peace for you, and that it's just a fun time of celebration. Cares and worries be gone. Enjoy the moments, and I'll talk to you soon.